Well, this is the indoor garden 2 weeks on, and as you can see we've got some really good growth in it over the last couple of weeks, so I'm pretty much prepared to call this a success. I think the plants are growing really well. We have the basil parsley I should say, here, which was one of the original plants. We did have a bit of browning off. It was actually due to a pump issue. As you can see, all the new foliage is absolutely beautiful. The coriander there has probably quadrupled in size. The kale has done the same sort of thing, and the rocket has really rocketed off. In addition, I've also added a little bit of endive there. This is actually I think it's called jade cabbage, but it's a Asian green, a member of the cabbage family. Got a beautiful leaf. I've also added some basil. Now these were grown from seed planted when the garden was set up, so you can see they're really growing very nicely, and there's 3 of those. And of course a little bit of chives there. Now they're taking a little while longer to come on, probably a little hard to see against that light. But really the garden is coming along terribly well, and what I'll be doing next will be forming up the base for it and looking at extending the garden all the way along this section right down to the cat stand down there, so that this garden will be able to grow quite a lot more. As I mentioned in another post, you'll see this corflute shade here. This has done an amazing job at reflecting the light, and as you can see all the plants are growing straight up and down. They're getting light from all directions, so they're quite happy. And to give you an example of just how amazing a job the corflute is doing, if you put my hand out here you can see that I've got quite a decent shadow. It's late in the day, so it's not a particularly sunny area, and you can see that this side is light, this side is shadow. But as I come in behind the corflute you can just see that shadow disappear, and there really is very little difference between the two. So it really is an incredibly reflective surface, and it's doing very well. So now that I've proven that this system works and doesn't seem to cause too many other problems, what I need to do is I'm going to form up around this frame here. I'm going to build a wooden base so it'll look secure and permanent. The corflute stand, corflute shield I should say, will have a wooden shield put around it. It'll also be cut down to about 3/4 of this height. It doesn't really need to be that high. I just didn't want to cut the sheet until I was sure it was going to do what it needed to do, because then I could use it for something else if it didn't work. And I can then create some stands so that basically what will happen is the shield can be put in to reflect the light back on the plants, but when I want to harvest I just lift it out, put it on the ground, harvest my plants, put it back in again. So that will work really well. But as you can see, overall brilliant success with the indoor garden, and I'm looking forward to having many more dinners out of this. I have harvested a few little dinners out of it, just a small amount, but really good.